Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous,
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set, 19. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. He's crashing, he's checking crash. Wide, get wide.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try the air now with Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just like that. Just like that.
Watson off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go, 9. Series right here. Give me 4. Check 52.
3rd and long. It's Watson looking for the end, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
We play to win. Let's go. They're on 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he finds an opening, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 26-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mike Gesicki with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, let's go. Stop your whining. Quick dance. Come. Hey, 59. Mike 51. Mike 51. Orbit. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 2, Watson dancing to his left. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go.
It's a game 2. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go.
The score tied 7-7.
58, come on. Watch the screen. Motion. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
58's the Mike. It's our time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
3 down. 54. 58, come on.
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Down right around the 25. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Gesicki with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, man. Free buzz, free buzz, free buzz. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw is Watson. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hit him off. All day, defense, all day, all day. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 55. Hayward.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Wentz. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wentz. Caught by Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Parker, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Let's go. Come on. Let him go.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
3rd and 2. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On play action, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ronald Blair. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. The intended receiver there, Allen. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Where's 6? 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Let's go.
To throw again on second down. Watson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check. Fresno. Check 37. Watch the eye.
Watson to throw on third and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
31! 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go. 58's the mic. Come on. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Lady. Lefty. General West.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. Exit.
Play action. Now Wentz. The open man is Smith. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
57.
On first down, Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Broncos.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Singletary here running out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check. Sunday.
They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on, D. 58, come on.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
24 down, he's coming.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
24.
On 1st down, Watson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
58 to Mike, 58. 58.
Don't get nervous now.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go. 120. Can't give him nothing. Watch the safety tree.
Wentz to throw. And Allen's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
50 0. Straight 15. Straight 15. Kill.
Back to throw. Wentz. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Sunday. Switch.
Now Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good pickup there at 22. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Wentz. Flushed out right. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 24. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Check 99. Check 99. 57. Mike, 6'6", pull it high. Back to you.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. Handle the defense.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Denver, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head back home